back at my stovetop for this project. Hopefully before the end of it I can go back to my other workspace, but I have a different project going on over there. Anyway, I'm going to be doing something for the holidays with layers. And one thing before I get started is if you're doing something with layers and you're going to have to wait between each one to set up before you go into the next layer, you need to make sure that your surface is flat. Now I have this little level right here. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it is a little bit off center. So this means that my stove tilts back just a little bit. The countertop over here does not. So I'll actually be having my molds. I'll be setting my molds over here to let everything set up, because if you're consistently, say your mold is this way, if you're consistently tilted a little bit, those layers are going to get worse and worse and worse the more you go. Or say if you have it going this way, your layers are going to be tilted. So you want to make sure that if you're doing something like that, if I'm just doing a swirl or something like that, it's not a big deal. But if you are really counting on nice straight layers, make sure that your surface is flat. So I'll be mixing, doing everything here, but actually pouring will be over on this side. This is going to take me a while to make. It's probably going to take me, well, it's going to take me a good chunk of today just to get the layers, the first set of layers poured, and then I've got to cut things, and then I've got to pour the next part for what I'm doing. So I'll have to start and stop the video to let those layers set up. So anyway, let me get my little piece of paper. This right here is what I'm going for. So I'm going for a fireplace look. I've got, I need to do specific layers, and this is for the challenge club. We have to have 5 or more layers, which I have more than that. And I'm going to actually pour 1 loaf today, and then after that's set up, I'm going to cut out the section for the fireplace part and then pour the rest of that there, the design. And I have some little extruder discs for soap dough that I'll have the little not snowflakes. those are stockings, not snowflakes. Anyway, so for today I'm going to pour this section, but I'm actually going to do it in 2 separate molds. So I'm going to pour this section in one mold, ignore the brown, and then I'm going to pour the next section in another mold. And then when I get everything done, everything set up, I'll take that bottom section and I'll cut off the 2 sides. I will pour the brown layer. I'll set, once that's mostly set up, then I'll set these 2, and then I'll pour this part, and that will be poured upside down. So I'll have the stockings, and then I don't know what color I'm going to do yet. I'm going to pick the color once I know what these look like, and then I'll scrape out the fire part. I haven't made that yet, so I need to make some type of scraper tool for that. Now this section that I'm going to have cut out, I'm going to come over and make another soap with it. So I'm going to end up with 2 loaves total. I'm going to put that in the middle and kind of have like an up on the housetop type thing. So this will be a, I'm going to probably pour some brown or something for roof, and then I will put the chimney, this is going to be the chimney now, on top, and then I'll pour black. I'm going to have I'll make a soap dough moon, and then I actually have a nice stamp that's a Christmassy stamp that's a sled with some lines behind it that I'll stamp it, and then when that's done, paint it with gold. So anyway, lots going on here. That is my plan, that's my goal. The fragrances I'm going to be using, I have Sugar and Spice from Bramble Berry, and then I have Almond Biscotti from Bramble Berry. This one discolors to a light brown, so I'll put this one in the red layer, and then this one discolors to a light yellow, and I will put that one in the pewter layer. And I'm going to be using Aussie Red Clay, and I'm going to be using Pewter Silver Mica. I don't know yet on the other colors, but I've got plenty of brown options, and then I'll have to figure out the reds, the red, orange, and then yellow for the fireplace. So I think I've got everything ready to go. Everything's here at the right temperature. I'm gonna have to wear the bigger gloves because I'm gonna have to be putting gloves on and off, and I can't get the smaller, because I do keep the smaller gloves. I'll keep using these until they fall apart. But these are harder to take on and off when your hands are, starting to sweat or whatever, and you're working a lot. So anyway, I'm going to use these, so a little bit more cumbersome. But yeah, so oh, one more thing. Since I'm going to be doing these really little batches, because it's only going to be like 2-3 ounces of oils per layer, I'm going to use this little mini mixer. One of these days I'm going to try and find something that's corded, because this is battery operated, but it will take longer to come to emulsion with that. So anyway, I think I'm ready to go. Just come back and get everything all divided out. I'll have the camera slid over because I'm gonna have, like I said, the molds over here. Let's go ahead and get started.